Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all.
Best holiday decoration.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcasts should have a theme song. Podcasts should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
Well, Hal, happy holidays, my friend.
Happy holidays to you, buddy.
Happy holidays.
It's the Happy Holidays savings event. I'm selling everything I own at discounted prices. To me, not to you.
Oh, goodness. So we're talking about holiday decorations.
Yes.
As we've done many holiday episodes of this show, one of the holiday episodes of this show that we have done is the best Christmas tree. We have talked about the best iconic Christmas trees, but there are a lot more holiday decorations than just the Christmas tree. We're going to talk about those today, and we're going to pick, it's not the second best decoration to the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree is its own unique thing. This is a holiday decoration otherwise. How would you put that?
I'm thinking of all the different things that are used to decorate, from the very large things like the strung light things that will adorn major streets, to strings of tinsel and popcorn, to ornaments, to little statuettes, to all the different things that you could use. The fake spray snow you put on a window to decorate with and draw stuff in. What is the best holiday decoration? What is the best individual piece where if you took it, you would hold it above everything else? I'll give you one right now. I'm going to throw one out there.
Okay. Before you throw one out there then.
Yes.
Before we jump right into that.
Yeah.
Let's get some criteria because you mentioned ornaments. Ornaments, I would argue, are part of the tree and therefore are excluded from this particular discussion.
Okay.
Because ornaments being specifically a tree, they are an adornment for the tree.
True. Okay.
I mean, I could be convinced otherwise. I have seen ornaments hanging on a banister garland.
We have two ornaments that are too heavy to go on our tree that sit on a shelf right now. They're plug-in. They're the Hallmark, like the fancy ones they do every year. And it's one of them is the trash compactor scene from A New Hope, where the walls close and it has like the full audio from when the walls start to close until they're shut down and C-3PO thinks that they're dead. And then the other one is the carbon freezing chamber from Empire Strikes Back that starts with a bound Han Solo and goes through the entire scene. And then he lowers into the thing, the lights go off, and then up comes a frozen in carbonite Han. And you hear that, and that's the end of that one.
I love that you've basically just got tableau versions of the entirety of Star Wars now, or you will eventually have. I remember when you had gotten this thing and you were like, guys, you got to see this thing I just got, or when it just came out.
It came out and I shared it, but I didn't buy it at the time and it sold out. And then they brought it back this year at its original price. And I said, sold American, and bought it and had it shipped. It actually arrived while we were overseas. I was very excited. I saw the Ring video of it being dropped into our little mail delivery box.
Oh.
What I was going to throw out is while we were abroad, while we are now back from London, while I was in London, we went to Selfridges, which was the first major department store in London, if I'm not mistaken, founded by an American. You can watch the show Selfridge. I believe it's on PBS app, starring Jeremy Piven. And you can see a dramatized version of those events. But they have a whole Christmas section. And when we went there, I was so excited. I bought our tree topper, which is like a little Father Christmas, a knitted Father Christmas who sits atop of our tree now.
Oh, that's great.
But also, there's a company called Lemax, which I think is based in the Netherlands. And they make these ceramic like village pieces, and their display is, I'll send you a picture of the display that I took in the store. And then I took pictures of the boxes of things. So I was like, I need to start buying these. And I've bought 3 of them so far. One of them is like, looks like a corner of a Danish village in like Solvang. Has that like Solvang feel, but it's all snowy and then it lights up. Then there's another one that's like a chocolate shop and a tea store, and that lights up. And then another one is a full ice skating rink with benches and vendors, and you turn a dial and the Christmas tree in the middle of the rink lights up, and then all of the skaters start moving in a pattern around it. They're on magnets. you turn the dial more and music starts playing.
Dude,
come on.
I had not thought about this in jumping into this.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we each we didn't talk about this at all before. Maybe we should have. I've got 3 contenders, I think, for what I think are my favorite, best non-Christmas tree decorations.
Great.
But a village of cottages on a table is one of my all-time favorites that I did not even think of. My mom collected David Winter cottages until my brother and I accidentally knocked over the whole table while we were fighting. The whole table, dude. The whole table. It's one of the things I feel guiltiest about. It comes up in therapy a lot. But I've also seen like a whole spooky village of Christmas, which was great. I've seen my favorite one. I don't remember who had it. It's basically like the town you would build around a train set, either with or without the train set.
Yeah. Yeah. I know
but there was one that it was light up. It was little light up cottages, and it was all of Victorian London or I guess it wouldn't have been Victorian. It would have been the 1830s of Dickensian Christmas Carol London. So you've got Scrooge's counting house and then his home. And then sometimes you can even peek inside and there's like little ghosts and things in there. Here's his school and Fezziwigs. I love these. I'm a huge, huge fan. I love a wintertime village. Now, what do you do as the underneath when you put them on the table? Do you do like the fake snow?
Right now, this is the first time we've had them because they just got here. And we're kind of playing with, we also are recent to having a bunch of furniture on which to display things. And we have a big I got like a wooden advent calendar that goes across and is like a little winter village, but it's all made of wood and it lights up and then you move a little wreath, numbers from 1 to 24 or 25, whatever it is. That sort of sits right under the television. But right now my vision for the future is I will have enough of these that the center console under the TV will become entirely that. And then maybe like a piece of white felt over the whole thing would look nice. But for the time being, they're just on the shelf.
Okay. I love that. I love those because you can collect more and more of them. They're imaginative. You can play God. Like it's,
my favorite things to do.
Hal's favorite thing to do is to play God. We all know. Yeah. Oh, I love a little village of cottages. I like seeing them in the store. I don't even need to buy it. I just like seeing it in the store when they've got it all set up. Like, man, one of these days I could get all of these $75 each and there are 30 of them. It's cool. So I'll get it. It's cool.
Thankfully, I had gift cards saved up and we had returned stuff to Amazon. So I was like, I know what this is going to be used for. It's going to be used for exactly this. And then.
All right. That's a good one. All right. While you're thinking of your next one, since I just put a few on there, you actually mentioned my first one.
Okay.
And it's one of my favorites. It goes back when I was a kid going to Catholic school. We always had our Advent wreath.
Okay.
It was our version of an Advent calendar in the Catholic Church, even though it came from 19th century German Lutherans. It was a wreath with 4 candles on it. And those 4 candles were each 1 week, one of the 4 weeks before Christmas. You would light one each week before Christmas. One was for hope, one was for love, one was for joy, and one was for peace. And then there would be, at the end, you would have them all lit, and then Christmas would happen. Not caused by the Advent wreath. It was more of a correlation. But that, to me, when I was growing up, that was an Advent calendar. I was like, no. That's what you think, an Advent calendar. No, my friend. This is an Advent calendar.
They pulled out a huge knife.
Yeah, that's not an Advent calendar. An Advent calendar, it's one of my favorite decorations because it's active. You've got 25 or 24 little slots to either take something out of, put something in. There frequently is a gift for each day. A lot of the ones you can buy just store-bought. It's almost like buying Valentines, like those little kid Valentines where it's like, oh, Batman is in love with me, I guess. But like, it's those, but for the holidays. Like, I've seen all different versions. I've seen a 2025 LA Dodgers World Series champions Advent calendar. And inside each of the 25 little things is a different Christmas ornament. Yeah, I love an Advent calendar. It's a game. Whatever IP you're a fan of, there is an Advent calendar. I'm sure there's a Universal Monsters Advent calendar where you open it up on the 3rd and the creature from the Black Lagoon in a little Santa hat pops out. Anything
Christmas
you want.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything at all can be an advent calendar. I love the game of it. I love the style of it. The one I've had since I was a kid. We sort of divvied up my mom's Christmas decorations when we all moved around, and she gave us each little bits and pieces of them. And I have the hang up on the wall advent calendar, and it's little plush Christmas toys, and you Velcro them to a big Christmas tree. And it hangs up, it covers half a wall. It's great. I've had it since I was little. It's, I love an advent calendar.
Sure.
That's all you got? I went nuts for your village.
I'm sorry. I like an advent calendar. I admire them existing. We have one in our house now. Sometimes. It's always a good toy. Not every Happy Meal was a home run, right?
No, that's fair. Man, there was some clunker. What do you mean a sticker? Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't want this. I don't want to.
At least give me a fake tattoo.
I mean, yeah, or at least be like a Cracker Jack box where I know it's going to be trash every time I open it.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't even have to worry about getting to the bottom.
Another Popeye lick-on tattoo. Thanks. So excited. And it's not even the anchor that I can put on my forearm. It's literally Popeye.
Yeah, it's a picture of Popeye with his forearm anchor tattoo.
Yeah.
I want an Inception Popeye. I want a tattoo of Popeye, but on his forearm, he has a tattoo of Popeye. And on his forearm, he has a tattoo of Popeye. Turtles all the way down, baby.
Wow. And that's what he says when he looks at it and he gets sucked in to the weird Morbius strip of himself. I do like lights.
Mm-hmm.
I know they don't just go on a tree. In general,
we're
string lights. Yeah. String lights on a house, string lights on, again, like across the street are kind of cool.
I think that's another huge contender for me. And that can be scaled up or scaled down. Like, you can't scale a village of cottages up. Otherwise, it just becomes an actual village of cottages. You can scale up Christmas lights to, like, I have, a little string of lights just outside the door to, a skyscraper that's completely covered in bright LEDs. There's so much you can do with them. Yeah. Big fan.
Yeah. Yeah. They're great.
And it all comes from the tradition, the ill thought out tradition of Germans putting candles on trees inside their houses in the 1700s.
I don't know how they're like, and all of Germany burns again.
Yeah. Once a year, Germany burns to the ground. Have you been to the charcoal forest?
It's the Harley Jolly. Oh my goodness, again? Why does this keep happening to us? Why does this keep happening? I don't understand. Meister Bürgermeister, help. He's burned down the house again.
Where's the best Christmas lights you've seen?
In your heart. I don't, I've seen some really good ones out in the valley, in the far valley, like Ventura County. There are some insane, like, set up, turn on the radio and watch the lights, or you pick a song on your phone and it's so elaborately set up. It blows my mind. I also like just a bunch of blow molds.
Candy Cane Lane. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Candy Cane Lane in El Segundo is great.
Yeah. There's one in El Segundo. There's a Candy Cane Lane in Torrance. There's a Candy Cane Lane in Pasadena.
Mm-hmm. There's one in Woodland Hills.
It's such a fun thing. Yeah. Christmas lights, huge fan. I like it when people, and I've done this in the past, put them on or in the car. In the car, I've done. On the car, that is next level. Have you seen the ones people will just like, they'll just like hot glue whole strands of LEDs to the outside of their car?
Yeah, those are the ones where even I go, maybe that's too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. It looks like the Griswold's house, but on wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do love Christmas lights. Yeah. And also because I think we've talked about this on the show before, they're not a denominational thing. They just mean, hey guys, it's dark early. We're all going to agree to cover everything we have in string lights.
Or candles and burn Germany again.
Oh no, what is happening?
Why is this happening? Berlin, more like Burnlin. I miss my house.
Oh, yeah. String lights are a great one.
Well, we'll discuss more while you're thinking about lights, which I know you will be. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we'll throw out a few more contenders, and we'll decide the best holiday decoration once and for all.
Sounds good.
Greetings, I am John Hodgman, co-host and co-creator of the Judge John Hodgman podcast, along with Jesse Thorne here on the Maximum Fun Network. And I am here with Max Fun Member of the Month, Keith, who's been a Maximum Fun member since when, Keith?
Oh, at least 3 or 4 years now. I don't recall exactly when I fell prey to the pledge drive, but it got a hold of me, and I've yet to relent.
Oh, and we shall not ever let go. Now, you join us telephonically from a different country from ours, which is which?
I moved to Vera, Portugal back in August of this year.
I hear evening birds chirping behind you. And what are the names of those birds?
We do have quite a few spoonbills and quite a few flamingos as well.
So what would you say to the birds around you and the people listening who are considering supporting the show?
You know, it's just nice to have a little bit of investment in the things that I love. Knowing that I'm making sure that those podcasts are still being created makes me feel good.
We're so pleased to have you be our Maximum Fun Member of the Month. Thank you very much, Keith, in Portugal. This month's Maximum Fun Member of the Month.
Obrigado.
Become a Max Fun member now at MaximumFun.org/join.
I'm Emily Fleming.
I'm Jordan Morris.
And I'm Matt Lieb.
We are real comedy writers.
Real friends.
And real cheapskates.
On every episode of our podcast, Free with Ads, we ask, why pay for expensive streaming services when you can get free movies from apps with weird names?
Each week, we review the freest movies the internet has to offer. Classics like Pride and Prejudice.
Cult classics like Point Break.
And holy what did I just watch? Classics like Teen Witch.
Tune in every week as we take a deep dive into the internet's bargain bin.
Every Tuesday on MaximumFun.org or your favorite pod place.
Oh, hell, I just got back from Germany. I went to Germany on the break.
Yeah.
I'll say this. It is beautiful. Go while you can.
Oh, they're starting to break out the candles?
Yeah. No, the candles are already broken out. They're starting to light all of them.
Oh, no.
Just make your way through. Yeah.
Why haven't they learned?
All right, I got another one for you.
Okay.
And this is one. We've gone from giant holiday lights that can cover an entire city block to the smallest, humblest bit of holiday decoration. And this is one that harkens all the way back to ancient times. The Druids used to use it to celebrate wintertime, and it was a symbol of life persevering through the darkness. So they would decorate their homes with it back then. Later on in ancient Roman times, they would use it during Saturnalia. They would decorate during Saturnalia, which was the Roman, right around the winter solstice festival that would happen.
Is it tickle feathers?
It is tickle feathers.
I feel like those were a big deal in Rome, and they could have taken it. They could have gotten that from somewhere else and been like, oh, wait a minute. You can use feathers to tickle?
Tickle feathers?
For torture and for pleasure? Oh, my goodness. I'm a ticklish boy. If only there were a very long feather. Yeah.
Servants, bring my tickling feathers.
Yes, sir, your tickle feathers. Why am I an
Where
old
is Tickle
British
Feathers?
butler?
The
I'm right here.
Oh, hello,
Yes.
Tickle Feathers.
Yes, hello, sir. I'm ready to be tickled with an exceedingly long feather.
Well, it is how you got your name. Look, we know that we have fancy RP British accents because we learned from all Swords and Sandals movies about ancient Rome that they were all ancient Roman Brits.
That's right. It is I, Julius Caesar, and this is how I sounded.
That's right. This particular decoration was later adopted when Christianity took the reins of the solstice festival and gave us Christmas. The leaves became the crown of thorns and the berries became the drops of blood. Now holly, that little tiny beautiful sprig of holly, is the most ubiquitous tiny version of Christmas. You can pop it in a hat. It can be just a little logo on the side of a return address label to say, I did this at the holiday times. I love the history of holly. I love that it has lasted all the way through from the time of the Druids up until now. It's one of those things that I can draw very quickly on a Christmas card just to be like Boom. Now I've got my Christmas spirit.
Yeah. So you're saying haul out the holly?
Yeah. Put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stockings.
Yeah. It is very good shorthand.
Mm-hmm.
For the
it
season.
is the clip art of Christmas.
But I feel like we've mentioned other stuff I like a lot more. I'm kind of stuck on the Village right now. Wait, you talked about Railroad. Can we talk about an entire like model train display?
Oh, Hal.
How great that is. Are you about to break out? Do you have?
I have one sitting right next to me. We have been decorating. This is the Disneyland Railroad. It's the what's her name? It's the Walter E. Disney. It's the Disneyland Railroad, and it's what I put around the floor or somewhere. With Hershey here, it's tougher because having a dog and a train, I don't want to scare Hershey.
True.
And just, have this train going. Yeah, I'm a big fan of, you want to talk the Village? You want to go with the Village? Great, add the train. Let them to get from point A to point B.
I have the monorail, the Disney World monorail, right? No. That's a train that goes around the base of the tree.
Oh.
I do. I have not broken it out in a while because it's so big.
Yeah.
It takes up so much real estate. Yes. It has stands, so it sits up like a few inches off the floor.
That's a good idea.
But it does the whole, like, the doors are now, we're now leaving.
Wait, it plays the...
Has the be-do-do-do. It has the whole, I think that's the Star Tours.
That was Star Tours.
That was Star Tours.
How many of the whole thing. Did you get the Star Tours one as well? I know we saw that last year.
No, I did not have the money to spend on that at that time. Also,
so funny. Yeah.
It's a lot. That's a lot of money.
I like that we're just Disney ride vehicles have become our holiday decorations.
Yeah. Oh man, if it was the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, that would be the best. I would love to have that go around the tree.
Yeah.
Decorate that for the holidays.
I want a people mover that goes around the tree.
There you go.
Right?
What about tinsel? Too much of a mess, right?
Tinsel's a huge mess. But I like tinsel.
I get the point of it, but...
Yeah. Tinsel feels better as a name for an elf or the dog of the protagonist in a Hallmark movie than the actual item tinsel.
Wasn't tinsel's like real apex when Rick James had basically a tinsel wig that he wore?
Yeah.
Isn't that really like the best tinsel ever did for itself?
Yeah. Was when tinsel did wig form.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's stuff after that just really couldn't compare.
No. And everything else was building up to that point. So I think it's out. What about stockings?
Stockings are great. Stockings are the only Christmas decoration that gets filled with toys at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Or foods.
Candy. I love a good chocolate inside a stocking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great. It's a classic. It's a symbol of the season. Yeah.
But not knocking our socks off.
It's not knocking our socks off. It's our socks have been knocked off and tacked up on the wall. Yeah. It is weird that
cold feet
that they have evolved from stockings hung up on the wall in the legend of St. Nicholas throwing gold into stockings that were drying to now what looks like a foot. If you told a 3-year-old to draw a person, that would be the shape of the foot that can fit inside a stocking.
That's what shoes were like back then. They weren't made to your feet. They're just like, hey, this is the shape of a foot roughly. Also, can you imagine being, what was it, Turkey? Is that where he was doing that? Wherever St. Nicholas is doing that, and be like, there is some creep in our neighborhood who I'm just trying to dry my stockings and I only have one pair. And this guy's put gold in there.
He's
tore the stockings
down.
Now I got to use the money that was in the stocking to buy new stockings or get these fixed.
Yeah, because it stretched my stockings out.
These stockings are all stretched. They don't fit anymore.
You know what I love about holiday stockings, Hal?
What?
I love both versions. I love seeing when they match. When like you've got, a whole set of stockings for the family or for the business or whatever the biological or logical family is that has stockings with everybody's names on them, maybe a little bit of personalization. I also love the collection of stockings that were obviously bought at all different times with all different aesthetics in mind. And you see the mantle and there's like, the parents have their matching stockings, but like one of the kids is a Darth Vader stocking. One is one that grandma made when they were 1 and they're the only kid that still has theirs because the other ones lost them. And then one is like, we bought it at Walgreens and got and got a Sharpie and wrote a name on it because they needed it for a school project once. Just like a mishmash. Stockings can be anything, and I love that.
Yeah, that's what we have. We have a mishmash. I mean, it's only two. Hers is Snoopy that I bought for her. Snoopy, like with lights all around him, I think wrapping a present. And then mine is Darth Vader.
Well, I just pulled that out of the ether, and yours is a Darth Vader one.
I mean, we've established that I like to mix. We also have a Darth Vader on our tree.
Of course you do.
There's a lot of Disney.
How many Darth Vaders Ken has on his tree?
It's all Darth Vaders. They're just four.
Oops, all Vaders.
Oops, all Vaders.
I love that. Yeah, the stocking is a great one.
You want inflatables?
I love the big outdoor inflatables.
Did you have them as a kid?
There were a couple of people that had them. Like it was, but back then it was just like a snowman. You know what I mean? Like
it wasn't like a full Snoopy and the Red Baron chasing each other.
Yeah,
a lot of Snoopy and inflatables. A lot of Snoopy inflatables out there.
Well, because he's famously the parade float, so we know he fills with air well. Like
that's why they do it.
Yeah,
you know who can take a lot of air? Snoopy.
Yeah, exactly. He's not all tendrils. You know what I mean? He's like big shapes. Good.
Garfield doesn't inflate well. You'd think he would, but he doesn't. So we don't do a lot with him.
I feel like sometimes I love a good inflatable. I like watching the scene. I love somebody that puts it up. It's a big statement in a yard. It also feels to me a little bit like it feels a little lazy.
It does, doesn't it?
Because it's taking, I feel like it's, if you want to do something huge, you can either do a crazy light display that took a long time to put together or one enormous inflatable. There's something that feels somewhat store-bought about inflatables. You know what I mean? Are we both showing off our Christmas lights that we have?
Yeah. There we go. Like a couple of dorm rooms over here.
That's right. My blacklight poster.
Yeah. Got my John Belushi wearing the shirt that says college on it from Animal House.
Yeah. You got that one of John Lennon leaning up on the building with New York City.
New York City, sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
James Dean, Rebel Without a Cause.
Yeah,
Red
Pulp Fiction poster.
That's our next episode. Smoking a cigarette.
Best dorm design.
Best dorm design. Oh, Lord. Lava lamp.
Oh, man, I love a lava lamp. I love a lava lamp.
We love it.
What were we even talking about before we started talking about dorm rooms?
Inflatables. Lazy inflatables.
Yeah. Yeah, I like an inflatable, but like I said, there's something that feels very store-bought about it.
Also, the more inflatables you have, the worse it looks. I think like 2 to 3 is an okay number. They have to be spread out. Once you have more than that, then it really looks like, oh, you just got a bunch of leaf blowers, set them up. Or those things you use to dry the carpet after, if it gets, there's like a flood or something.
Oh, yeah. The big fan blowy floor things.
That's all you need to do this. Like, oh, there's the Grinch again. Like, it feels like the same 5 ones.
If you put too many out there, you're really just creating a Where's Waldo for your door at that point. Like, how do I get into my home? Yeah, I like those. Another classic of the European Christmas to make it over, the Nutcracker. I love a Nutcracker as a decoration.
Sure.
Tabletop or giant, 2 of them standing outside a department store.
Yep.
Love a Nutcracker.
Sure.
Hal, there is one more that I wanted to talk about.
Let's do it.
That is for me right now, I think you've hit it out of the park with String Lights and Cottages, A Village of Cottages. I love both of those. String Lights being maybe I feel like String Lights might be the correct answer.
Might be.
But there's one that I love. And it's because it can go from so small and it can be very beautiful when it's small. And it can be very hilarious when it is large. And that is the reason, and I know everybody has different faith traditions and different reasons for celebrating around the holidays. I grew up Catholic, so we always had a nativity scene around.
Mm-hmm.
I love a nativity scene. When I was a kid, we had the plastic blow mold nativity that every kid in the 80s and 90s had in the front yard of the light up Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus and the other assorted characters. The nativity scene was invented in 1223 by Saint Francis of Assisi.
Oh.
It was the first one to actually set up a nativity scene. And his, I imagine, involved, because he was the animals guy, that was his thing, involved real animals. We'll get to this in a minute. I like a small nativity. I've seen them in snow globe form. It can be beautiful and intricate. We have one now that's a triptych with 3 wise men and a carved nativity in the bottom. Beautiful. And then they can get Hal to hilariously enormous. Have you ever experienced a living nativity?
Not in person, but I'm aware that they exist.
Hal. You can have a living nativity where it's just like set up for an hour at the church carnival and they're just kind of standing there waiting or standing there in position. You have somebody playing Mary, somebody playing Joseph, hopefully a doll playing the baby and not a real baby out there, and frequently real animals sitting around just kind of tied up and waiting. You can do that version, or you can do the version that's a drive-through with multiple scenes from throughout the Bible, as if you are creating, using the congregation of a church, your very own Bible-based version of Pirates of the Caribbean, as cars just drive through and you keep repeating your little tableau. This, to me, this version of a nativity that turns into a community version of a dark ride, is so fun and so just pure lunacy to me. The fact that the nativity can run the gamut from beautiful, meaningful, ornate piece of art to holy crap, what did we just drive through made out of 2x4s and high school youth group members?
So your proposal is driving through the Bible could be the best holiday decoration.
I'm just saying that the versatility of a nativity scene, that it can go from small, intimate moment captured in glass or crystal to a kid that is wearing a bathrobe and carrying a stick they found, surrounded by some farmer's actual 2 sheep that this kid has to just stand next to as cars drive by for an evening. It's so funny to me.
It is ridiculous. If it was most ridiculous, then I would go with that.
I love
100%. It. But I think I'm glad that we talked about it. Is that a polite way to say? I'm trying to find a nice way to say.
Yeah, there's no way, but I know.
I'm glad we talked about it because now I'm going to be thinking about that.
Well, we had to mention a nativity because my godmother would not be happy if we talked about the best Christmas decorations and didn't mention a nativity scene.
Well, then what is her name?
Her name is Sister Mary Carmela.
Oh, that's right. Sister Mary Carmela from Philly, right?
From Philly, from Malvern, technically.
There you go. Still,
or in Malvern.
Same thing. Yeah. Sister, it has been noted. Thank you.
But I think it's between the village cottages and the string lights.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think that it's tough because the string lights are absolutely the most ubiquitous thing at the holidays.
Yeah.
But the village cottages are so fun.
Yeah. Ken wrote down, by the way, he sent us menorah, which technically that's like a piece of the ritual. But they can be very ornate. Like we have one that's out all the time in our household that's very nice, but I just don't think it's the best one. I love menorahs. Yeah. I have very warm feelings and positive thoughts, but I would put them along with nativities, like so overtly religious that it's kind of not for everybody.
And like the Kwanzaa candelabra as well.
Yeah.
That is not of my tradition, but beautiful and feels more ceremonial.
Very
culturally specific and ceremonial.
Yes.
Here's the thing, Hal. I want it to be little cottages. I want that to be the best decoration.
You're half of the name of this podcast. We can say that. We have the ability. Listen, it's just us right now. Nobody can hear this. Nobody's listening. I guarantee you.
Fair. All right.
This is our opportunity. When we started this almost 11 years ago, yes, we're here to determine things, but also like sometimes what's in your heart is correct. Sometimes they meet and it needs that little push. And for everybody else to see, they think it's the obvious answer, but maybe it's not.
Yeah, you may be right. But if we're trying to pick the correct answer, which is what we do here.
That's right.
I feel like there is a correct answer. And I feel like that correct answer is the string lights.
Sure.
But I love the cottages. And that's the thing. Yeah, it is our show, Hal, but it's not our show. This show is a service that we provide to who? The people of the world, Hal.
That's right.
It's not about us. It's about the people of the world.
You don't think we have to rattle some fences sometimes? Make a little noise?
Yeah, we do. We don't do it on purpose.
Right.
It's just when we're wrong. Yeah.
What if our gift to ourselves this holiday was picking the thing that we loved?
Yeah. You know what?
And getting everybody upset and talking about it.
Let's do it.
People
I'm ready
in the world,
to do it. Yeah.
Get yourself
string lights.
Yeah, wherever you are, you can get a Lemax. There's so many different choices. They call it Christmas Village, but don't be like outside of the Christmas tree that's in the one that I have. These could very easily just be a winter village. Don't you want a winter village? Don't you want to create your own perfect world where everybody gets along and everybody's happy? There are lights in there. They light up. Most of them do. So you get the lights that way too. You got to get yourself some small cottages. Asked and answered. That's the best holiday decoration. Who knew? I didn't know coming into it. I knew what I loved. No. I would have been happy with lights also, but sometimes we've got to shake things up. We're about to go into 2026. We need to get this year off the books.
Yeah.
And we need to zag when everybody wants us to zig. And go that Zags. Is why. That's why. Yeah. Go Zags. Go Zags. Edelstein. That's for you. It's the little cottages. Get yourself some little cottages. Asked and answered.
I just love them so much. And great. I will encourage the people of the world to jump onto Discord. And if you have little cottages,
share your cottages.
We want to see your little cottages.
Let's see those little cottages. Let's see those little cottages.
Whether you've purchased them as a collection or made them, we want to see your little cottages.
Yeah.
This topic is closed, but there are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us via email at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com or
find us all over the place at We Got This Podcast, including YouTube. You should subscribe there because we do put out some bonus content on there for you. Years and years worth of it for you to check out. You can also listen to every episode there. We're at We Got This Show on Instagram. We have our Discord, bit.ly/WGT Discord. Join us there. That's really where all the cool kids are hanging out and talking to one another. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, researcher Kate McManus, graphic designer Uri Kelman, and QA engineer Jen Alba.
And thanks, of course, to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively. And thanks to you, the people of the world, who are not going to get mad at us for not choosing lights as the best holiday decoration, who are going to realize that if we could shrink down Gabby style and go live in those tiny little cottages, that we would just make an entire village of the people of the world, and we would all go to Hal's magnetic ice skating rink and have a grand old time. You are the reason we do this show. We couldn't do it without you. We wouldn't do it without you. So to you, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody. We got this.
We got this.
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows supported
directly
by you.